How is it going, everybody? Ponylover1989 here. And, well, the camera wasn't working earlier before when I had that cold last October before Halloween, but it's working now. I know some of you haven't suggested me to read any more creepypasta stories. Well, I found one that I would like you to read, but this is from the CJ March wiki, and it was deleted off of the creepypasta wiki fandom website. It's called Tom's Basement, a supposedly lost Tom and Jerry episode by Gene Deitch, a Czechoslovakian director, or animation director, as you might call it. Well, here I go. The 13 Tom and Jerry shorts made by the Czechoslovakian director Gene Deitch are infamous for their poor quality and rather disturbing nature, featuring badly done sound effects and animation and having a more realistic feel to the violence. Some have speculated that Deitch didn't like the concept behind Tom and Jerry and was pressured into making them, and wanted to make the people who watch his take on it feel bad for liking the concept. What many people don't know is that Deitch was originally signed on to make more than 13 episodes to the public has access to. Desperate to get out of his contact, back when I was 16 or something, when I was walking home, I noticed I tripped on a VHS tape. That tape was made by Deitch, and he made one more Tom and Jerry short you have ever seen. The short was called Tom's Basement. I got surprised, so I ran to my house and popped up the tape. It showed Jerry out of a mouse hole smiling with Tom's face in it, with the words Tom and Jerry, the title. Then it showed a basement with the words Tom's Basement. It opened with Tom in a typical Tom and Jerry house. His owner was the fat, angry guy from the other Deitch shorts. Tom's owner seemed even angrier than him in his other appearances. The first scene in him stomping on Tom's tail in a very realistic and painful looking way, because Tom is sleeping by the basement door. The owner yells at Tom to never go down there. Tom is clearly terrified and runs away to another room. Our view stays in the room by the basement door, and we see Jerry come out of a mouse hole. He looks truly grotesque, far more off-model than in the other Deitch shorts. He gets an evil look on his face and follows Tom into the next room. The next few minutes are fairly formulaic. Jerry repeatedly manages to trick Tom into chasing him to the basement door a few times, but each time the owner catches Tom, he inflicts a painful-looking injury on him, which stays with Tom even after the scene ends. After 3 beatings, Tom is bruised all over, bleeding in all of a few places, and limping on a broken leg. After this, Tom starts to literally beg Jerry not to bother him anymore. He's not really talking, but he's crying and mumbling, and you can tell what he's doing by his body language. Jerry just laughs at him and pushes him back to the basement door. The owner catches Tom again, and this time goes ballistic. The camera zooms in on his face. It changes color and distorts as he yells at Tom in a much louder voice than any other sound in the cartoon. I can't post most of what he said on here, but it's definitely vicious and furious. It seems like Jerry has finally decided to take pity on Tom, though. Jerry picks up a knife that was lying around and stabs the owner in the leg, quite graphically. Tom opens the basement door and they carry the owner's body down the stairs. There are dozens of other bodies down there, decaying and showing signs of their violent deaths. Tom and Jerry shake hands, and it seems they've triumphed over the serial killer. But Jerry gets an evil look in his face again, and Tom says in that really ghostly voice that you can... And Tom And Tom says in a ghostly voice, and Tom says in a ghostly voice, oh, and Tom says in a ghostly voice, Jerry stabs Tom, killing him, and throws his body into the pile. The last shot is Jerry putting up a for sale sign on the yard of the house, laughing, clearly planning to do it all again. Yeah, I know it's kind of sort of a crappy pot. It was a crappy pasta or some or really badly made creepy pasta made by a user on the creepypasta wiki until it was moved to CJ March fandom for no reason because it was too cliche and too child and looked like it was done like it was written by a 6-year-old or something or a 13-year-old. I don't know. But somebody made somebody made an animated based creepypasta lost episode based on this. Remakes part 1 and part 2, but they were made by Creepypasta XD, a user who made the Angry Sylvester episode. But I advise you to watch at your own risk if you don't want your childhood completely ruined. Anyway, that was my lost episode reading of Tom's Basement. I hope you enjoyed it. I know some of you haven't requested me or suggested any other creepypasta or lost episodes for me to read, but I picked that one after I've read Squidward Suicide. So anyway, if you like me to if you have a suggestion or a request of what creepypasta story or lost episode I should read, comment down below. And if you like my reading of this story, give it a thumbs up, give this video a like, share, subscribe. Don't forget to click on a notification right there on the bell next to my avatar. Ponylover1989 signing off, and see you all next time.